Hey there, and welcome. Today, we are going to cut through all the noise surrounding accounting software. If you're running a small business, you know that picking the right tool can feel like, well, a total headache. So we're going to break it all down and help you find the absolute perfect fit for you.
So let's be real for a second. Does managing your business finances kind of look like this? A little bit chaotic? Maybe it feels like you're trying to put together a puzzle, but you're pretty sure you're missing half the pieces. Or hey, maybe you're living in what I like to call the spreadsheet nightmare. You know the one I'm talking about, right? Where you've got formulas that just don't add up, like 5 different versions of the same file, and that constant nagging feeling that one wrong click could bring the whole thing crashing down. Or are you a fan of the classic shoebox method? Hey, it's a time-honored tradition for sure, but it also turns finding one little expense into a full-on archaeological dig. We've all been there. And you know what this all leads to, right? It all builds up to that one familiar feeling, tax season dread. That sinking feeling in your stomach when you realize you have to untangle an entire year of financial chaos. And you're on a deadline. It doesn't have to be this way. And the good news is there is a much, much better way. I want you to think of the right software not as just another tool, but as your financial co-pilot. It's there to help you navigate from that state of total chaos to one of complete and total control.
So what is accounting software really? Well, at its heart, it's your single source of truth for everything financial. It automates all that boring data entry, it organizes everything so it actually makes sense, and this is the most important part, it helps you understand what the numbers are really telling you about the health of your business. And the why here is so powerful. I mean, you save so much time on manual entry. You slash your errors because, a computer is doing the math. You get these instant, clear business insights. So, for example, instead of just seeing your sales numbers, you might suddenly realize that your profit margin on one service is double that of another. I mean, that instantly tells you where to focus your energy. And best of all, you get peace of mind knowing exactly where you stand. Okay, so you're sold. You get it. But with all the options out there, how in the world do you choose? Well, let's build ourselves an essential checklist. Think of this as your evaluation toolkit. As you look at different software options, you're going to filter them through these 4 key lenses. What are the core features? How easy is it to use? What's the cost and the real value? And can it grow with me? Let's look at each one. First up, let's talk about the absolute foundation. These are the non-negotiables. No matter what industry you're in, any software you even consider has to do these 3 things perfectly. Create professional invoices, track every single expense without a fuss, and generate basic financial reports. Everything else is just built on top of this. And that brings us to a really big one, scalability. Look, the software that's perfect for you as a solo freelancer might completely fall apart for a business that's about to hire its first employee. You have got to think about where your business is headed. Are you going to need to add more users, run payroll, maybe manage a complex inventory down the line? You have to choose a tool that can grow with your ambition. All right, so knowing what to look for is one thing. But actually pulling the trigger and making the decision, that's another. So let's break it down into a simple, totally stress-free process. It's really just a simple 3-step plan. First, figure out what you actually need. I mean, make a literal list of your must-haves and your nice-to-haves. Second, do a little homework, read some reviews, and narrow your list down to maybe 2 or 3 top contenders. And finally, and this is the most important step, take them for a real test drive with a free trial. And hey, a quick pro tip on those free trials, don't just click around and look at the pretty menus. Get your hands dirty. Seriously, try to do real work in it. Connect your bank account, send a test invoice to your friend, categorize some actual expenses. How does it feel to use it? That's where you're going to find your answer. So let's wrap this up by just zooming out for a second. Because choosing this software, it's not just some boring administrative task you check off a list. It's actually a deeply strategic move for the health and the entire future of your business. You see, when you have the right system in place, it stops being just a calculator, and it becomes a true dashboard for your business. It gives you the clarity you need to spot opportunities and the confidence to actually go chase them, because you know your financial foundation is rock solid. This right here,
This might be the most important mindset shift of all. You have to stop thinking of this software as a cost. It's not just another line item on your expense report. It is a powerful investment, an investment in your own efficiency, your accuracy, and honestly, your sanity. And it's an investment that pays for itself over and over and over again.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. If you were bogged down by spreadsheets and shoeboxes, if you had all your financial data right at your fingertips, totally clear and organized, what could you build? What new opportunities could you go out and seize? That is the real power we're talking about today.